and welcome to the big story of the day, which throws exclusive focus on grand Hindi literature on the occasion of Hindi Day, that's today. Well, Hindi Diwas is celebrated on the 14th of September to commemorate the adoption of Hindi in Devanagari script as one of the official languages in different Hindi-speaking states of India. Hindi was adopted as one of the two official languages of the Republic of India by Constituent Assembly of India due to the efforts of Bihar Rajendra Simha, along with Hazari Prasad Dwivedi, Kaka Kalikar, Maithili Sharan Gupt, and Seth Govind Das. As such, on 50th birthday of Bihar Rajendra Simha on the 14th of September 1949, the efforts resulted in the adoption of Hindi as an official language. In fact, this decision was ratified by the Constitution of India that came into effect on 26th of January 1950. Under the article of 343 of Indian Constitution, Hindi written in Devanagari script was adopted as one of the official languages. In all, there are 22 scheduled languages of India. Hindi literature includes literature in the various Central Zone Indo-Aryan languages which have writing systems. It's broadly classified into four prominent forms, that is styles based on the date of production. They are Veer Gatha Kal, that's poems extolling brave warriors from 11th to 14th century. Bhakti Kal poems, devotion poems starting from 14th to 18th century. Riti or Singar Kal poems of romance from 18th to 20th century. Adhunik Kal, that's modern literature, that's 20th century onwards. The literature was produced in dialects such as Hariboli, Braj, Bundeli, Avdi, Kannauji, as well as Marwari, Maghi, Bhojpuri, and Chhattisgarhi. Literature of Adi Kal before the 15th century CE was developed in the regions of Kannauj, Delhi, Ajmer, stretching up to central India. Prithviraj Raso, an epic poem written by Chand Bagdai in 1849 to 1200, is considered as one of the first works in history of Hindi literature. Chand Bagdai was a court poet of Prithviraj Chauhan. the famous ruler of Delhi and Ajmer during the invasion of Muhammad of Ghor. Jayachandra, the last ruler of Kannauj, gave no patronage to Sanskrit rather than local dialects. Harsha, the author of Naisindhya Chaitra, was the court poem of Jagnayak, sometimes Jagnik, the royal poet in Mahoba, and Nalha, the royal poet in Ajmer, were the other prominent literary figures in this period. However, after Prithviraj Chauhan's defeat in the Second Battle of Tarain, most literary works belonging to this period were destroyed by the army of Muhammad of Ghor. Very few scriptures and manuscripts from this period are available, and their genuineness is also doubted. Some Siddha and Nathpanthi poetical works belonging to the period are also found, but their genuineness is again doubted. The Siddhas belonging to the Vajrayana and later Buddhist sect, some scholars argue that the language of Siddha poetry is not an earlier form of Hindi, but Magdi, Prakrit, Nathpanthis were yogis who practiced the Hatha Yoga. Some Jain and Rasau heroic poets. Poetry works are also available from this period. In the Deccan region in South India, Dakkini or Hindavi was used. It flourished under the Delhi Sultanate and later under the Nizams of Hyderabad. It was written in Persian script. Nevertheless, the Hindavi literature can be considered as proto-Hindi literature. Many Deccani experts like Sheikh Ashraf or Mullah Wajahi used the word Hindavi to describe this dialect. Others, such as Rustami, Nishati, etc., preferred to call it Deccani. Shah Baharuddin Janam Bijapuri used to call it Hindi. The first Deccani author was Khwaja Bandar Nawaz Gesudaraz Muhammad Hassan. He wrote 3 prose works, Mirzaul Ashaniki, Hindiatnama and Risala Sehwara. His grandson Abdullah Hussaini wrote Nishatul Ishq. The first Deccani poet was Nizami. Well, during the later part of this period and early Bhakti Kala, many saint poets like Ramanand and Gorkhanath became famous. The earliest form of Hindi can also be seen in some of the Vidyapiti's Mathili works. Meanwhile, the medieval Hindi literature is marked by the influence of Bhakti movement and composition of long epic poems. Avadi and Braj Bhasha were the dialects in which literature was developed. The main works in Avadi and Malik Muhammad Jayasi's Padmavat and Tulsidas from Charitranas. The major works in Braj dialect are Tulsidas, Vinaya, Patrika and Sursagar. Sadhu Kadi was also a language commonly used, especially by Kabir in his poetry and dohas. period also marked great theoretical development in poetry forms, chiefly from a mixture of older forms of poetry. These include verse patterns like Doha, that's two-liners, Sortha, Chaupaya, that's four-liners, and etc. This was also the age when poetry was characterized under the various rasas, unlike the Adi Kal, also called the Veer Katha Kal, which was characterized by an overdose of poetry. In the Veer Rasa, that's heroic poetry, the Bhakti Yuga marked a much more diverse and vibrant form of poetry which spanned the world gamut of rasas from Srinivra Rasa love, Veer Rasa, that's heroism. Meanwhile, Bhakti poetry had two schools, the Nirguna school, the believers of a formless god or an abstract name, and the Saguna school, the believers of a god with attributes and worshippers of Vishnu incarnations. Kabir and Guru Nanak belonged to the Nirguna school, and their philosophy was greatly influenced by the Advaita Vedanta philosophy of Adi Shankaracharya. They believed in the concept of Nirgun Nirakar, Brahma, or the shapeless, formless one. The Sunday school was represented by mainly poets like Surdas, Tulsidas and others. It was a logical extension of the Devita and Vashishta, Advaita philosophy propounded by the likes of Madhavacharya, etc. This school was chiefly Vaishnava in orientation and as seen in the main compositions like Ramacharitamas, Sur Saravali, Sur Sagar, extolling Rama and Krishna. This was also the age of tremendous integration between the Hindu and Islamic elements in the arts, with the advent of many Muslim Bhakti poets like Abdul Rahim Khan, first Khanna, who was a court poet to Mughal Emperor Akbar and was a great devotee of Krishna. The Nirgum school of Bhakti poetry was also tremendously secular in nature, and its propounders like Kabir and Guru Nanak had a large number of followers irrespective of caste or religion. Well, that was a wrap of this big story. We'll be back with another story tomorrow. Till then, take care.